sounds like. Thank you.
I know one 100 Gex song, and it's the horse one, and I don't even remember how it goes.
Would you believe that's one more song than I know of 100 Gex?
I know that one and the Money Machine one.
Oh, that Money Machine, right, that's them.
Yeah, that's it.
I just know that line, the Money Machine line.
That's basically the whole song. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, let me tweet that we're going live with Heaven
yeah.
Will Be Mine. Even though I feel so clean like a money machine.
Which pilot do you think would be most into 100 Gex? I think it would be Saturn.
It would be
Probably
Saturn.
Yeah.
Oh, let me also boost some innate audio for myself here.
Pluto would humor her, but Lunathera would just turn off the radio.
Does Saturn have zoomer energy?
Yes.
Fucked up.
Fucked up.
I'm sorry to say this.
up.
Saturn has zoomer energy.
Saturn kind of has zoomer energy.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up, huh?
Does Saturn play Fortnite?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably, yeah. But Saturn would not play Minecraft.
No?
No.
I think Lunaterra would play Minecraft.
Oh, yeah, no,
Right.
I think Lunaterra and Pluto actually have
I think
their own little
Lunaterra plays
server.
Minecraft.
The only
very
time
cute.
Saturn plays Minecraft is to take a flint and steel and burn down other people's houses.
No!
That's cool, though.
I
Yeah.
worked so hard on this.
Good. Oh yeah, did we... Hi to whoever is here.
Oh, is
Welcome
anybody
to
here?
I think so.
Yes.
I saw
Hello.
some.
I'm
some...
here.
Hey, you're
I'm
here.
here.
Welcome, Nate. Oh wait, let me fucking my phone audio. Well, I keep an eye on my cat so she stops trying to eat my gabagool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bad cat.
it's my Italian hoagie. I think it goes without saying what we're doing. We're playing Heaven Will Be Mine and voice acting along, just like what we did for We Know the Devil. I like this one a little more, though. This is one of my favorite games. Tied with Echo, actually.
Wow.
What are y'all's thoughts on
Wow.
Heaven Will Be Mine?
I like it a lot, and I meant to play it again, but I guess this counts.
This is now you playing it again.
I think it's a good game with good girls.
Good game.
I
GG.
don't agree with the good girls part.
Well, they're the worst girls. but
They
they're
are the
good.
worst girls.
Well, that's what makes them good, isn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, and everyone, let me know if audio levels. Any hi Scully, hi Hun. My cat's trying to climb my lap.
Fuck
Oh no,
off,
she's not trying to
Scully.
climb my lap. She's trying to get my hoagie.
Fucking throw her. Throw the animal.
Gamers greetings. So we already had done a poll ahead of time on which
Who
character
the
we were
fuck
going to
just
play
said
first.
Gamers greetings. No, that's okay. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, they said gamers greetings as in a slur.
Oh,
They just,
well, that's
we're
allowed.
just dropping. Well, it depends
Well.
which one, Nate.
What?
It depends which one they're using.
Oh, I guess. I thought we were all just talking about the friend word, so I was like, that's fine.
Yeah, the friend word's great. That,
Oh, I guess the gamer word usually means...
yeah.
Yeah, never mind. None of us can use the gamer word, I don't think.
So, Otter, why don't you tell us here about your character that we're about to be playing, since you are our first main character.
Okay, I can do that. She is part of the faction Celestial Mechanics. She has the self-ship Ring of Pearls. Celestial Mechanics Reserve Test Pilot. Celestial Mechanics wants to advance humanity to its next stage, and Saturn wants to flirt, but there's no reason we can't do
Scully,
both.
Scully, get off that.
Or-
Scully, get off that!
Scully says, I'm done, start the game.
Fuck!
Oh my god.
My cat just fucking... We're gonna restart that, give me a second.
I told you to throw her. Piece of shit animal. God.
This is a good start to a stream. I was worried, like, oh no, this is gonna have to be a good stream now. No. I've got Scully here, it'll never be a good stream.
Alright, let's try that again.
Alright, that's back.
Off to a good start. Got the ball rolling.
Great start. I'm gonna kill this cat. Alright, now then. As you were saying, Otter.
Her combat style is button mashing, and her bedroom style is also button mashing.
Wow.
And that's Saturn.
That doesn't sound like she's good in the bedroom.
What do you mean? It
do
all
you
works
mean?
out.
It's because she's got zoomer energy. That's what I'm saying.
Welcome, Provisional Test Pilot Saturn. Your clearance is level 1, testing and maintenance.
Oh, I guess we should. Does anyone want to voice like the counterpoint of the computers for characters? If that makes
I
sense.
don't know how we should break this up.
I had forgotten the specific this kind of narration at the beginning and end of game. I think
Yeah.
we can each read our own still
Yeah, I think it's fine.
until characters get involved.
Okay. Warning, potential damage to cockpit, hardware detected. Warning, modifying or tampering with cockpit hardware and or firmware is strictly prohibited.
Saturn, what are you doing?
Notice, bypass override accepted. Notice, launch attempt block, no handshake with base. Oh hey Mercury. Not much. Warning, launch attempt block, base handshake spoof detected. Just hacking the OS root of the ship self. You? Notice, base handshake 224% @, close parentheses, open parentheses, exclamation mark 1, dollar symbol 2, open parentheses, etc., etc. Base handshake accepted.
Trying to stop some brag from hijacking the prototype, apparently.
Notice, emergency launch override initiated. Prepare for launch in T-minus 120 seconds. Calm down, Mercury. I'm just borrowing it.
I am not debating. I am trying to save your life. The commander will be furious, and he won't just accept you stealing the Cornerstone project from the designated pilot. I am so upset.
It's not a big deal. I'll have it back before you know it.
This is privileged information, but the designated pilot has to launch right this second to get that machine back to Earth before they get here. This is the worst possible time. It couldn't be worse if you planned it. Everyone in the system suddenly somehow knows this base's location, and they're heading here now.
Notice, user launch override blocked. Denied by base. Oh, wow. Weird. How did that happen? Notice, user launch override blocked. Denied by base. Notice, user launch override blocked. Denied by base.
You planned it, didn't you?
You've forgotten apostrophe. Notice, base override. Remote shutdown in 30 seconds. No one can prove anything, especially not the designated pilot unconscious in Locker 27. Whoops. Looks like they're trying to kick me out, huh?
Did you Solid Snake someone into a locker?
Don't worry
Saturn,
about it.
I know you're mad, but you can't just do this when they catch you. It's gonna be so bad. You can just please act like you're just pranking them. There's still time. I will beg them.
Oh, such a worry word. You've got hours to evacuate to the capital ship. They'll never engage you this far from base, and I'll be distracting them. I have it all figured out.
Except for how you're going to do anything at all to accomplish that with everyone trying to kill you.
Notice, base override. Remote shutdown in 20 seconds.
Saturn.
Try to have a little faith. Remote shutdown in 15 seconds.
Saturn!
Calm down, jeez. It doesn't take a genius to drive one of these things to the moon. Who cares which one of us does it? Or do you think I can't? Remote shutdown in 10 seconds.
That is not the issue. The commander cares, and you know better than anyone what he's like.
Remote shutdown in 9 seconds. Iapetus will just have to get used to it. Lol. Remote shutdown in 8 seconds.
Saturn, what are you trying to prove?
Remote shutdown in 7 seconds. Remote shutdown in 6 seconds.
That's true, Skullgun, but consider, this is We Know the Devil 2, this time they fuck. And they do.
Oh, they
A
have
lot.
so much sex in this.
Hell yeah. So much, Mercury.
See, even Saturn agrees how much sex they have.
Uh-huh.
Remote shutdown in 5 seconds.
Also, cock and ball pit, very good.
Cock and ball pit.
But give me a little credit. Remote shutdown in 4 seconds. Remote shutdown in 3 seconds. I have much higher ambitions than just being a bitch. Error. IFF sequence missing. Notice. Base override canceled. I almost got worried there for a sec. Welcome, assigned pilot. Full permissions granted.
Saturn, I'm going to die, and it will be your fault.
That sneeze was Iapetus realizing something terrible is happening.
Aw, come on. I'll get this to the moon safe and sound. And let the Severance project be complete. I'll be very good, maybe, and do everything I'm supposed to. Maybe. I know I'm the second choice, but they'd rather have that than nothing, right? Very generous of me, isn't it?
He will not accept that.
They will sort of have to, though, won't they? If Command didn't want me to steal one, they shouldn't have benched me indefinitely. Warning. Emergency launch initiated. Let me know when he starts admitting it. Warning. Hostile launch. Catapult locks on. High risk of damage to your ship self. Geez, now they're just being needy. Mercury, isn't it just the worst when someone who doesn't care anymore starts clinging just because you found someone else? Notice, prepping weapon systems. Notice, electrotoxin levels surging. Notice, weapons operational. So gross, lol. Warning, emergency launch initiated.
I didn't realize my mouse was there the whole time.
I can't believe I really did it. I really, really did it. Everyone who said if I was good, I'd get my chance again sure was a liar. I got away and I've got a ship and she's all mine. You're beautiful. I want to know everything about you. I miss this so much. Much better than the test machines when I was in the academy. She is beautiful, she is a wicked machine with a lot of secrets, and just as giddy as her pilot to be free. She's extremely responsive, eager to do everything Saturn wants. You're even worth reading the manual for. What's in you? You're not hiding anything from me, are you? But Saturn already knows everything in the manual and more. It's a very cagey document that doesn't do the ship justice, and it's certainly hiding something. There's plenty of information on how to use her electromagnetic poisons and how to cheat distance and gravity, and all of that is fun, but none of that tells her the first thing about how to be a ship. This is useless. How can this help diagnose anything when they don't know the first thing about being a ship? So wrong, way too dry. That's not what it's like at all. It's a body that's also a soul. It means exactly what it is. That's why it's small, curved in wicked edges in some places, but curved in soft ways elsewhere. Sharp claws and deadly tail, but cute enough to hug. So perfectly suited for Saturn, one has to understand exactly why they wouldn't give it to her. Really perfect. Fits better than a human body. That's reason enough to disobey everyone and run off with it, isn't it? Oh, speaking of. Aw, more threatening emails from Ippitus. Missing me already? I gave him a perfectly good deal. For someone who always goes on about mutually beneficial arrangements, he's really having trouble seeing the big picture. The time it takes him to realize that, I'm sure I can find something fun to do in the system. Time to test you out and see if it's really true. Can you give me everything I want down to the last drop?
Oh, Nate, if you would.
Oh, alright.
Because this is your...
I'm not doing a Solid Snake voice for this. I thought about it when I said the Cold War. Sorry. It's January 1st, 1980, and the long and cold war where humanity united against its nemesis, an existential threat, capital letters, from beyond the stars, has been over for a long time. Since the 50s, we've been fighting a war against an existential threat that we cannot understand, cannot perceive, and is powerless against the technology of Earth. It's a pretty stupid sort of war to fight, isn't it? When there's enough of a mess down here to worry about. Humanity is already the undisputed authority of reality, and we have the physics to prove it. It's time to return to Earth, Earthside, our home, the seat of the universe. Before Earth takes us back in pieces, let's go home with grace. On the first anniversary of the decommissioning of the International Space Program, we, Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existence Safety, in agreement with our home planet's unanimous decision, declare there is no future for humanity in space. Let's come home. A missive from the Return Resolution, Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existential Safety.
It's January 1st, 1981. It's been 1 year since we declared independence from Memorial Foundation and the rest of Earth. The Cold War is officially over. And it feels so light without their gravity weighing us down. How can a tiny handful of colonies, terraformers, and schools hold out against the full authority of Earth? Because that shit doesn't fly past escape velocity. To power the ship selves we made to fight the Cold War, we made tidal resonators to bring the gravity necessary for humans and cultures to survive in space. And that gravity's ours now. Enough to make a new world, free from the weight of Earth. If Memorial Foundation wants to kill the future, they'll have to come and take it from us. We're thankful for our cradle's graces, but we're not coming back. The Independence Declaration, Cradle's Graces.
Owned.
It's January 25th, 1981. Memorial Foundation and Cradle's Graces have been having fun for a little over a year, and nothing is breaking the stalemate. Earth is getting impatient. They have good reason to believe that the existential threat posed by a divided humanity in space is much greater than any theoretically malevolent entity outside the native sphere. While the kids are fighting, Earth is getting ready to list the humans remaining in space as part of the existential threat, and when they do, they'll send real weapons and end this war fought with plastic toys. Their justification? We are technically less than 100% human, just not human enough to be something else. It's hard to believe they're really onto us. It's time to make a drastic move. Bring our final piece, the prototype ship self-string of pearls we made in the atmosphere of planet Cronus, which will never be Saturn, to the lunar gravity well, where Memorial Foundation and Cradle's Graces are already headed. Whoever controls that place controls human access to space. We can be sure everything will be in place there. Earth or space, we are just short of 100% human. So let's see how much less than 100% we can get. Internal report, Celestial Mechanics.
Hey, that's the title of the stream. Hey, that's Chappie.
That's Chappie.
That's Chappie.
So, before we get to the mission select, we do have our comms and mail alerts, but I think the chat will be deciding not just which missions we do first, even though you'll do all of them in time, but also which of the 2 possibilities per mission we get. So I don't know what ending we're getting.
Yeah, who can say?
And of course, I'll be recording that down, what choices we made, so when we get to complementary scenes, we could try to do the opposite ones, but, Oh, I guess I'll have to read this one, huh? Subject, your apparent promotion. Or wait, let me... Your apparent Your apparent promotion. Celestial Mechanics Division Lead Iapetus. Good job, Saturn. There's no point being angry with you, so I'll choose to be proud of you instead. I'll refrain from having you sunk, since that's counterproductive to our intentions for that unit. You are a reserve candidate after all, so you'll do fine. Try not to make it too much of a pain in the ass for me. I'll have Mercury reassigned to you since he apparently doesn't have a say in the matter. How nostalgic. The 2 of you had so much potential. Well, he knows how to do his job at least. Do your best not to get String of Pearls sunk. We'll absolutely wash you out of the biological interface and reassign you permanently if we get the chance, so prove you're competent enough and neither of us will have wasted our time. Iapetus, Division Lead, Celestial Mechanics. Who wants to read this one?
I guess I can do it.
Oh yeah, Halimede.
I totally forgot about Halimede.
Yeah, I guess. Well, we'll figure out who actually voices her a little bit later if she ever when she eventually comes up, because she's in your route, so you won't be when that comes up.
Yeah, it won't be me. Subject: truce ending effective immediately. To all members of the former Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existential Reserve Division, now known as Celestial Mechanics, this message serves as a former acknowledgement that this branch has violated our trust and broken the provisions of the 1981 Memorial Foundation Consensus by violating Clause 3, the development of a variable gravity engine, and Clause 7, installation of a variable gravity engine into the ship's String of Pearls. Celestial Mechanics will no longer be listed as part of Memorial Foundation.
No.
They will be formally relisted as an independent entity and considered a true existential threat by Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existential Safety. We are still offering forgiveness, so please defect as soon as possible, while the appeal grace period is still in effect. Please otherwise expect tidal retaliation for existential endangerment of human culture. Halimede, Princess, Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existential Safety.
So if some of you aren't familiar with this game, some of these terms, these proper nouns, will seem a little bit odd. That's not unintentional, especially because we are choosing the route that, in my opinion, has the most weird jargon and lore going on that you won't get until, honestly, you play the other routes as well. But you don't really need to know what's going on. It's just, we're mechs, we're in space, we're fighting for the future. So let's have...
Don't talk to me.
You literally messaged me first, you nerd. Oh my god.
Heartbeat.
Come on, baby. I'm sorry. What can I do to make it up to you?
Give back the ship!
I just want to call attention to the AIM status bio under Saturn. Insufferable horror creature, forward all complaints to Mercury. And Mercury's, which is a boy in space on purpose. Consummate bridge bunny, not responsible for Saturn.
Come on, I'm obviously not doing that.
Please, I'm begging you. Listen to reason. You have so much left to live for.
Oh, Mercury, come on. We both know that's not true.
What do you want from me?
A list of girls who will shoot me out of orbit.
God!
Anyways, don't be a crybaby. I'm fine.
Saturn, you are extremely wrong if you think there is a chance I'm at all worried about you. If you come back, all will be forgiven, but you need to bring it back.
Nate, this actually just sounds like how frustrated you get with some of our friends at times.
This is just me.
This is just you.
It's me.
I feel like I could have picked any conversation between me and Nate in the past, and this would fit in perfectly.
Bring me the Meg.
Mercury, it's fun playing, but I don't think you've been listening at all. Mercury, it's not that ship anymore, it's me. Mercury, you wouldn't ask me to give up my own self, would you? I'm sailing on a ship of myself now, and I'm not giving it up until gravity drags me back, kicking and screaming.
I can't deal with you.
Aww, thank you, baby. Kiss, kiss.
You are a nightmare, and I'm giving up trying to save you from yourself.
I love you.
I hate you so much.
You can't stay mad at me.
I can, and it's horrible, but my revenge will come because literally everything else in the universe can.
Oh, darn. Guess I should have fun while it lasts.
Saturn, if you defect, I cannot protect you. Iapetus is furious, and he's going to personally come back for you if you don't come back.
I told you, I do all the missions. What? Don't you believe me, lol?
Obviously not.
Lol, fair. Okay, let me ask this. Do you think I'd give up on the Aversion project?
Go on.
Iapetus wanted us to fight for a new self beyond a ship self, but not even get a taste until the end? Fuck that. My house now. Tell me which of the two of us you trust less, Mercury.
Oh, Jesus.
Bye.
Doesn't even say. You just.
I'm not having this conversation.
Damn.
Rude.
Rude.
So, do we want to see Saturn and Pluto interact, or Saturn and Luna T? That's a chat.
America, you decide. Get out your devices now and text Pluto or Luna T to this stream.
Let's dox Nate's cell phone number.
Hold on.
To 42069.
42069.
Luna Terra, Alec.
Oh, sorry. It's weaving in and out of the 6 planets rings. Memorial Foundation's ace Luna Terra plays cat and mouse with the renegade ship thief Saturn.
I'm gonna get your fucking ass. Please tell me how long you're going to be engaged in this. May I stress again, incredibly dangerous, giant waste of time.
Let me know if it's too loud or any of the audio.
That's alright, I can adjust it.
Yeah.
Well, also for the stream.
Yeah. Until they start sending someone interesting after me, Mercury.
It's too loud even for me.
The whole fleet would be after you if you hadn't damaged the entire launch hangar when you stole that.
Could they even take me out while I'm flying this thing?
No, but it won't stop them from trying. And let me stress, this info packet is a gift purely to prevent your ship self from falling into enemy hands and not an indication of any sort of forgiveness.
Let me worry about Iapetus, Mercury. He's gonna be a lot less grumpy when I clear the way for us and celestial mechanics to return to the native sphere. I've got it all figured out.
You absolutely don't, but okay. Did you read the info packet?
Ace Memorial Foundation pilot Luna Terra in hot pursuit with the escorts, planned on attack on the lab, arrived after you escaped, do not engage under any circumstances. Boring. But this part was good. I don't expect you to control your impulses, but even given that you're just like that, she is the last person you should be trying to fight on purpose. Sounds like I should definitely fight her on purpose, right?
I hate you.
Oh, come on. The carrier is never going to make it out of the system if I don't.
I mean,
You don't know how to pilot your ship, and she's a veteran since the Cold War. You're going to get yourself captured and humiliated, and the ship trashed.
So you're saying there's no downside?
Why are you doing this to me?
And she's 6'1", huh? Your attention to detail is so useful sometimes.
fuck.
You're using me to cruise? Your taste is so awful. I hate you.
Oops, looks like one of her escorts is in range. Sorry, gotta go. Surprise is all I've got, you know?
Yeah, this was also the first character route I picked, Fresh Centrals.
I wish Europa would stop sending me boys who can't control themselves. Having fun dismantling my escorts?
With the string of Pearl's fingers, Saturn carefully peels the mechanical musculature out of the poor ship's arm she's holding, a souvenir of the last of Lunaterra's escorts that she sent crying too easily back to their base. It's still sparking and oozing, and Saturn wishes her ship had a mouth so she could suck it out like crab meat. Maybe it does have a mouth. The machine has many mysteries the manual doesn't explain, and Saturn is still learning them.
So I suppose Europa's learned her lesson about sending me girls who can't control themselves.
Hey!
Oh, really? Hey, that's really interesting. Mind telling me more?
Oh, she's a hacker too. How amusing. There's nothing too interesting on this comm frequency.
Aw, you flatter me. But hey, what did you mean exactly? The part about girls who can't control themselves? I really want to hear more.
It means back up that talk first. Or can you land a hit off the comms?
Hey!
Hey.
Hey.
Lunaterra's gravitational field focuses to a single point. Lunaterra isn't budging. She's been through much worse, and so has her ship, followed always by a thin trail from a bleeding wound she could never completely repair. The Mercurisium is over 2 decades old, but Saturn can't even land a hit. It's regal and stiff, dressed in cold metallics, weathered and refurbished. The archetypal prototype for all other ship cells, still going after all these goddamn years.
Huh.
Huh.
How old is Lunacy anyway?
Old enough to party?
I mean,
Old
yeah.
enough to party.
Like, we know they were doing the Cold War stuff when they were much younger, and Lunacy is a little older than the other two, but like...
I'm assuming she's like in her 30s, like mid to late 30s.
Huh.
Still furiously untouchable. The string of pearls hasn't gone down no matter how much she's been rammed with that spear. But she hasn't even nicked Lunaterra's ship once. Not bad at all for a joyride, but you can't get one hit in?
Good thing you don't win by looking cool. No mercy for newbies?
No. Lunaterra puts a stake of solid light through the string of Pearl's leg, pins it to its own gauze wrapper. It doesn't hurt at all. The ship's metals begin molding and reforming around the wound immediately. A ridiculous, unfair advantage. Saturn has no right to complain, but she still wants to. But she's just trying to be cool. Everyone wants to, when in the quiet gleam of that always bleeding ship. It's a pretty amazing ship. Think it'll last? Either you're fighting just for fun, because you're that reckless, or you're caught in your own containment wrapper and can't escape orbit yet. And you'd beat me for sure if I played around.
I'm not done yet. That's not true. It's actually very difficult to move with a solid light bullet in your leg, but she's not going to let that stop her. Saturn is suddenly closer than she logically could be, claws bubbling, but Lunaterra effortlessly slips away and kicks Saturn's ship directly in the chest.
Yeah, you're done. The containment wrapper's still stuck to you, so your movement's off. Doesn't seem to have stopped you that much.
Right? It was so rude of them to try and stop me.
It seems cruel to take it away when you're having so much fun with it.
Same as you, right?
Do I know you?
Everyone knows Memorial Foundation's perfect ace.
But do I know you?
Hmm.
So I do, don't I?
Let me out of this thing and I'll tell you.
Nah, why should I?
Because you can't help yourself. Besides, don't you want a real fight?
Can you promise it'll go different?
I can promise it'll be more fun.
You're asking me to totally abandon my duty to bring you back and do that instead?
What, you won't?
The legendary... Oh, that's you.
The legendary pilot who defected from Memorial Foundation that double-crossed the rebels she abandoned them for can't be opposed to a little fooling around with the enemy.
I guess you do know me. Want to trust each other?
Or is it more fun if we don't?
All right, chat, you decide.
Who's getting owned?
Who's getting owned?
Who's getting owned?
Oh yeah, I should probably like get like a fucking notes app or
Notebook.
some shit. I don't know where my notebook is actually.
Who's getting owned?
Oh, we have a split vote.
I don't know, it seems to be going in one direction.
Oh, okay, now it's not.
I think people want Lunaterra to get owned.
Yeah, well,
Let
Poodle
Lunaterra
can't
get
set
owned.
trust, but everyone else is like, nah, Lunaterra gets owned.
Lunaterra gets owned.
Opening futures, closing pasts.
I'm impressed. Most people would be nervous to have a knife this near their throat.
It's not like you can hurt it, so there's nothing to be nervous about, is there?
That's true. But you're so new to this, I thought your brain would be overriding the information from the ship.
Maybe I'm not new to this.
Oh? You were a candidate, so I think that might be true. But you're also trembling. I think it's not completely true.
I'm still very dangerous, you know, Lunaterra.
I believe that for sure.
You wouldn't be trembling if you were in my shoes?
Less so. People tremble for a lot of reasons, though.
I don't have anything to fear, so please don't project that on me.
Well, if you're fearless, what is it then?
It could be anticipation, couldn't it?
This is very foolish of me.
It really is.
I have you right where I want you, remember.
That might mean that I have you too.
Your claws are twitching.
I thought we promised not to trust each other.
I still don't.
Then you must really like living dangerously if you're still helping me.
I'm having fun.
I can tell. If you want to know so bad, that's why I didn't like you.
Because you were a test pilot and never got to fly before the end of the Cold War, why idiots like me got to? I thought so. That's enough. Hold still.
Everyone let you have as much fun as you wanted. You were a real huge jerk. I was always jealous of that.
Everyone who let me get away with it regrets it now. There, done.
Thanks. For all your hard work, I should leave you something to remember me by.
Oh? Ready to fight for real?
I sorta already did.
Oh, yes.
And Saturn has left a claw scratch of hot pink poison seeping on Mare Chrysium's thigh. How's that? I finally did get a hit in on you.
Ah, good job. Oh, they break away rocketing.
Just a little love bite. Pay me back for it next time.
Trust me, I will. I didn't get that owned.
Just a
I
little.
thought I was gonna get way more owned.
Yeah, and this is how the ending gets determined. It does not matter which character you're playing, there are only 3 endings, sort of, dependent on the faction you end up with. Every character has a brief intro variation per ending, so there are technically 9 different things you can see, but they're not. The intro variation is very quick.
Yeah.
Because you get a percentage per side you choose per each thing, naturally it takes more choices of your home faction, Celestial Mechanics, to get to them, but that's because you have more chances to pick them. So yes, the more percentage we get, the deeper that field will go, the alignment, the gravity. In the meantime, let's see. Oh, hey, Mercury! We
Oh,
have
that's
interviews.
me!
I guess I'll be the interviewer of the Memorial Foundation Celestial Mechanics External Generation 3 pilot intake. Don't worry, it's just a checkup.
Historically untrustworthy scenario.
It's just questions, I promise.
It's not really a great way to set my mind at ease.
But let's just answer the questions, okay, wise guy?
Fine.
Alright. Have you experienced a sense of vertigo or loss of balance for a period lasting more than 2 minutes in the last month?
No.
Have your... Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Have your eating habits changed at all recently?
No.
Have your...
No.
Mercury, work with me, please.
Why? You work with me.
If I absolutely promise neither I nor anyone else will do anything at all to stop you from being exactly who you want, or whatever changes you need, will you at least answer my questions?
Sometimes. Maybe.
Okay, good enough for me. We're just curious if it's a side effect of life in space, or the educational programming of Dr. Nix, or in reference to the behavior of Iapetus.
No, that's backwards. Everyone else seems to do whatever they want without limits in space. Why is it weird when I do it?
We want to test for the effects of space alone, so self-induced changes have to be controlled for.
Don't ask what's in my endocrine system. It's my endocrine system. Okay, fine. It's testosterone and I put it there because I wanted it there. Is that enough?
Well, I guess that is what I needed to know.
If you promise not to ask me about it again, I'll give you all the data I cataloged about the changes.
Okay, I get it.
You're starting to get it. Stop treating me like a girl and I'll know you've really got it.
Well, fair enough.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Okay.
Bitch.
Damn.
Oh, I don't know who should read this one.
I guess Saturn.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay. Origin extracted from Nereid OS, author Ship Self String of Pearls documentation. The string of pearls is configured for specific outward expressions of gravity tidal forces. The dissonant rhythm of this reactor makes peaceful tidal communication risky and difficult. Be cautious despite the range and penetration this unit is capable of. The electromagnetic
I said I bet to the range and penetration.
Oh.
Got him.
The electromagnetic conductors have liquefied their electrical energy into a corrupting material, a form of theoretical matter that should be used as the primary engagement tool. As a seducer-saboteur model, the unit's functions are inherently insidious. Rather than armor, the plastics are infinitely malleable and regenerate. It is safer to take damage head on as an opportunity to infect rather than avoid, but the unit can be contained, restrained, and impeded physically and tidally.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mercury, listen, it's an emergency. I'm sorry about everything, but it's important. You have to tell Commander that I'm getting so laid.
I'm logging off. Bye. I was not fooled for even a second that this would be useful.
Really? Not even for a second?
I no longer experience hope as a concept.
Oof.
You freed me from it.
Aw, stop. I'm blushing.
What do you want from me, Saturn?
Do you know any discreet places to make out in on Ares?
Goodbye, Saturn!
Also, here's the test output today.
Saturn! Goodbye!
Aren't you gonna read me the data analysis?
If it is indeed data you are sending this time and not just nudes.
That's rude. I always ask before I send them to you.
I don't mind acting as the official art director of Saturn's nudes since you need it so badly, and it's substantially less tedious than data analysis. But if you were as punctual about sending data as cockpit selfies, I would have a lot more data to report.
Why are you so incredulous all the time?
You stole the prototype, might I remind you? You can't just continue the field testing as if nothing happened.
Why not?
Because why would you do anything you didn't want to do?
Mm.
What are you planning?
Mm,
Fine. They've been dying for it anyway.
cool, how'd I do? Hmm?
And this is... That's not bad. It's pretty useful.
You type through tears.
Don't rub it in. I can't believe your ship self's expanded so much already. What have you been doing with it?
I think I have been hinting very clearly how.
I instantly regret that question. You're supposed to test the prototype in combat.
Same difference. I can't believe we invented a ship designed to get into trouble and didn't think, oh, Saturn is the obvious choice for this.
We both know why.
You were an even more obvious choice than me. Fuck Yeptis for throwing us both out like trash.
That's the best part, Plank, is Saturn really lives up to expectations, and the problem is everything about Saturn.
Everything about her. She's just like that.
Come on, aren't you a little happy to see a little havoc in his perfect garden?
I'll be looking forward to your collecting new data.
Attaboy.
Bye.
Rude.
I'm leaving.
In the strange...
No, come back.
No, what about the nudes? I need some help.
My nudes!
My nudes!
My nudes!
In the strange gravity of the abandoned Daphnis lab, Saturn lies in wait for the looming threat of Pluto's mysterious ship. But what are they after? And will they get it? Murky.
What do you mean I can feel her presence? Please do not try to sound that cool. I can feel her presence. Everyone can feel her presence. I can feel it right now. How could you possibly ignore something like that?
Shut up. I mean, I can feel it physically.
Got him. Oh. Wait, what? Like how?
Like feeling, you know
Like in
how...
your pussy?
Yeah. It's a sex thing.
Like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. It's like I'm spinning upside down and can't stop.
Are you sure you haven't somehow concussed yourself or given yourself gravity sickness from all the damage you managed to inflict on yourself in the past 12 hours?
Yes, and it's on top of all that. And also, shut up. String of Pearls is feeding me sensory information on the direct line. I'm a human being with 5 senses, and she's trying to cram a dozen more into me.
A direct line. You are, in fact, talking about the extremely creepy physical interface connection between you and String of Pearls, correct?
It really, really is, right?
What, is in your butt?
It's in my
See,
butt.
I was thinking it was like the Iron Blood Orphans thing, but I like that suggestion better.
What's the Iron Blood Orphans? Is it like in your blood?
No, so it's like,
I don't know.
one, you have to first get a procedure that you have a very high chance of dying in, that puts a tech thing, like a matrix plug, kind of, at the back, little lower than your neck. One character is 3, and increases your sensory perception when hooked into the mech, because the seat has usually a slot for that to hook into that tech thing that then directly feeds you information.
Ah.
So
it's in your butt.
Yeah,
It's in
your butt.
Is this why you keep hesitating before giving me intel?
Yes, because you're going to do the opposite of what you should do with it. And also I can't tell you not to because you might die. So running support for you is an incredibly anxiety-inducing affair.
It must be hard.
Thank you for acknowledging it.
So you gonna tell me what's after me?
You've already figured it out, haven't you? But yes, it's that Cradle's Grace's masterwork.
Celestial Mechanics traded the knowledge for how to finish String of Pearls in exchange for what they needed to finish the Crun Macula. It'd be pretty funny if they got us this way in the end.
It's headed directly to the lab, but we've already evacuated on the capital ship. We've already kept... But you... Oh, it's flipping out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, well. Is it good now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
I just said, but you are its highest priority.
But you are its highest priority.
Should I play bait?
If anything, it's more important for you to get back to the native sphere first. In order for us to make contact, we need the String of Pearls. We believe if you hide in the abandoned Daphnis lab, you can use the decaying gravity furnace for cover.
Ah, that's sensible. But bait sounds like a lot more fun, you know?
Really?
Oh, come on. Iapetus must think their pilot is a real idiot if she's going to waste her time on a wild goose chase like that.
He wouldn't just sacrifice you like that.
He would. There must be backups for making contact. Just because I'm the easiest option doesn't mean I'm the only one. He's testing to see if I'm worth investing in or just going to get myself killed.
Well, I mean...
Well...
Why run? Why not have it out with her? I bet she's thinking the same thing too.
Be careful, Saturn. If you can tell what they're thinking, they can tell what you're thinking.
Please. If I really could do something like that, they wouldn't have kicked me out of the pilots.
I mean...
How do you know the pilot's a she?
Because boys can't pilot.
Got him.
Daphnis, the tiny shepherd moon, so small it barely earns the name, tumbles through the Keller Gap, ruffling the rings of the planet it orbits. It houses the last official laboratory of Earth's decommissioned space program, training ground of failures like Saturn and special girls like Pluto. Saturn remembers it feeling cramped, anxious, and scary. No, wait. Pluto remembers it feeling that way. Saturn remembers when it used to feel so special to be chosen, a candidate for the last generation of pilots. But didn't Pluto feel that way too? Sometimes two things are true. In this place, gravity is quietly degenerating and distances are becoming ambiguous between past and present, between me and you. Hello, Hallie. The Daphnis lab seems smaller to Saturn now, though not as tiny as it feels to Pluto. And that's obvious. No longer people-sized, she tears through it like worms in an apple. You know what? I think Otter, actually, you should be reading this.
Okay.
Because there's a part where I interject.
But
I see.
there's a much bigger worm here, and she doesn't know anymore if this was a good idea.
Where what was a good idea?
Saturn doesn't have any ideas. She's just trying to hide.
Even though there's no place where you cannot be felt by me?
I know, it's extremely exciting. Stop making me so nervous. Supermassive, small enough to hide in this complex, but with a dual reactor denser than the entire moon compressed into the head of a pin. An hour ago, and Saturn felt the gravitational pull of something so big and so close and so powerful the interior of her cockpit cracked with pressure, and her head, heart, and eyes welled up with tears. Something that couldn't be anyone other than Pluto. Cool, she must be pretty big, huh? So why is she so hard to find? Saturn has an idea. Why do I have the feeling someone's laughing at me?
No one's laughing at Saturn. This lab's been abandoned for years. But Pluto, wherever she is, giggles. Not in a mean way. She really does think it's cute.
I haven't thought about Pluto in a long time.
Me neither.
Oh man, it really would be funny if she wasn't that monster.
Well, now someone is laughing at Saturn.
Hey! Now I know someone's here. I can feel you listening. But I can hear you too. And I can catch you. You're not the only one who can fuck with the narrative.
So, chat, what are we doing? Will there be a narrow escape favoring celestial mechanics, or mutually assured destruction favoring Cradle's graces? Vote now!
There better be real destruction if it's mutually assured destruction this time. Because I did not get owned last time.
No, I'm sorry.
I require more ownage.
Give me more violence.
Give me more violence.
Ah. Looks like we've got
Johnny wants
a
blood.
preference here.
Give us blood.
Does anyone else have an opinion before I click? Hell yes.
Blood.
Blood.
I mean, of course we would want to favor Cradle's graces. It's the happiest possible future. Well, I think we're set. We're thankful for our Cradle's graces, but we're not coming back.
It's easiest to catch someone if you don't care you might get caught yourself. Besides, if you want to drive someone wild, you gotta show them you're worth catching. And that you're good enough to catch them too. The lab is dark, the malfunctioning lights cast an eerie glow. Dying culture without gravity to hold it together. But she can hear the faint laughter rippling in the gravity. Where it's coming from. When you don't know the controls, mashing all the buttons at once is just as good. Got you. It's a hit. Her claws sink in. They tremble in the pressure. Whatever they've sunk into is bigger than belief.
The Krone Makula towers over Saturn, Pluto's ship is so big it barely fits in the complex, but it's only a speck compared to how big it feels. Supermassive enough to warp local spacetime, humming and vibrating with nebula dust. Incredibly gentle, or she would have destroyed Saturn and the whole complex without even trying. Wow, you got me. No matter what size it appears, in the truest, most real sense of size, the ship is bigger than this moon, than anything Saturn can imagine.
String of Pearls quickly flits away, but Croom Macula's grip is on her before she can twitch.
And I've got you, Saturn. I really was surprised to see you like this.
Cool, right? I've got poison now too. Want to see if you're still the top weirdo psychic mutant in space?
Wow. Sounds really cool, but I don't know if you're ready yet.
Want to bet?
Sure.
The String of Pearls screeches and buckles as the dust ignites and a tiny portion of Pluto's tidal forces slam into her.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, gravity
This
has
seems
her.
bad.
Uh-oh. Ah!
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Had enough.
You kidding?
Okay. We can turn it up.
Woo, that is sure insane. It feels like my brain is melting into the universe.
You're the one who wanted to show off. You don't have to do that to endear yourself to me, but if you really want to impress me, you're going to have to do better than that.
Yeah? You're really still not impressed, even by this?
By what? Oh, that does sting.
It spreads like a poison, even through metal. It jumps like electricity, but drips like a liquid. Pink and impossible and spreading quickly through the Crown Macula's body.
So you're not just full of risky bad ideas. It makes me happy. I won't shut you down too hard.
Okay, you win.
You're gonna be good now?
Okay. So, what did you want to talk about? As Cradles Grace's glittering psychic death machine, you definitely have more important things to do than go out of your way to bully me for no reason, right?
Oh, that's right. That man and the fleet are escaping, aren't they?
Hope you don't mind falling for this trap.
Trap? You? Silly. I know you're more important than that.
More than catching the rest of the Celestial Mechanics fleet?
I knew this would be fun, and you knew it too.
I am absolutely delighted about you doing that, just to be clear. So you don't have to read my mind to roast me about it.
I can't read minds. You know that's not how it works. But also, I don't need to know that. But I did want to know how the biggest overachiever of my juniors turned into such a bad girl.
If you really remembered me, you'd remember I wasn't ever good.
I do remember you. Even if you're not that good at being bad. Do you know what you're doing? With that machine that's so dangerous, we don't even want to find out what it does?
I think you answered your own question about why I'm keeping it. Are you gonna stop me then? But you don't want to? Hey, stop. Don't pry into me. If you're pitying me, I'll make you regret it. Not all of us come out perfect like you. Some of us get thrown out before they see any use at all.
I won't pity you. I really would have torn this machine apart, but now that I'm here, a gifted little mutant to gifted little mutant, I can't bear to. Because some of us just haven't been thrown out yet. Lab-grown girls like us should stick together.
I might still make you regret it.
Winning isn't my most important task, and it's not yours either.
Are you sure about that?
You're not who I'm worried about. It's only your boss I can't forgive.
Oh, I love hearing that. Tell me more. I'm getting a crush already. Regretting it now?
Don't worry. There's nothing you can make me regret. Nate, if you would.
Oh, is this me? Alright. Ever since the day Mars began, Mars has been doomed. No, there will never be a planet Mars. That's a name reserved for places where human life, gravity, and culture reign. This is just bitter Aries. But like the stringy, inedible weeds that grow when nothing else does, Cradle's Graces is dug in and we can't get them out. The colonies are wrecked. The terraforming engines are broken. The gravity furnaces are out of control. There's no resources left on this planet, no strategic value. This planet doesn't even exist. It's an inert rock. There's no point in fighting. There's no need to fight. Ship selves can't keep you alive alone forever. And even if that was the case, we could leave tomorrow and claim victory. Most of the Memorial Foundation NSES fleet already did. That's why there's barely any of us left and why we can't get them out. What? Why don't I go home too? And leave all those idiots to just fucking die on a rock? Who do you think we're doing this for? External communications sent August 31st, 1978 by Memorial Foundation troops.
Hey, it's not like we're idiots. We know we're doomed. This planet still doesn't fulfill the requirements for human life, and life is just the start anyway. Don't you know that gravity is something more important? You do understand celestial mechanics, right? Matter is made of tiny particles, but enough of it exerts gravity that stitches the universe together. Culture is made of tiny humans, and enough of it together can decide what's real and what isn't. It's really quite fucked up that this is how decisions about humans get made. Enough humans can decide on anything, then it'll be true, even about what's human and what's not. They don't have to wait for the deadline. They've already decided that any human without their feet planted on Earth is in fact not a human. Pretty usual thing for humans to do. No differences of any kind need to exist. We'll just be aliens, then they'll send the real military after us, and we'll die. But if we hold the line here, for our princess to get through and make it to the moon, she'll open up the gravity well, and then we get to decide. Internal communication sent on January 25th, 1981 by Cradle's Graces Irregulars.
It's morning on Aries, but what's time and space? If we can get our capital ship launched and refueled, and the prototype retrofitted with the final equipment, we'll have everything in place. Keep out the canyons of Mars where Cradle's Graces and Memorial Foundation are bickering, hold the city ruins against invading troops, and make sure no one tries to set the oxygen ocean on fire while we refuel. It's a pretty thankless job. But me, I can't wait to see what happens. This is the most exciting space has ever been. Before we got here, this was a dead rock, but the best we could have ever hoped for was Earth in a different place. Who needs that? Far in the distance, the moon's gravity well shines. If no one controls it before the deadline is up, Earth will take drastic steps to ensure that humanity is not divided. What they're afraid of happening, we will ensure that it happens. We'll finally have something alien in space. Private communication sent on January 26, 1981 by a celestial mechanics researcher.
For the record, I think after day 4 is when we'll end the stream, so we'll get through these 2 missions, that'll be it. But in the meantime, it seems
good.
Saturn has a OS root corruption to deal with.
You fucked up your computer, you idiot.
No, I didn't do this.
Oh no!
Oh no.
You need slingshot gravitational permission. There's no navigation shortlist, you fool.
Just shooting up some mission results.
We're shooting up some text files. Oh, we found him. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Okay.
It's all good.
All right. Yeah, it's good. Cool. Thanks, Saturn.
Wait, this is Saturn's computer on Saturn's ship self saying that.
Yeah, because she told it to.
Yeah,
that rules.
Because everything is perfect and amazing, and I am to be thanked for it.
It's actually fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Alright, we going to the moon? Where are we going? Oh.
Specifically to Cronus, so... Oh, sorry, the flight path is from Cronus's orbit. You're going to refuel on the planet Ares, then go to the Lagrange Colony Pass, and then go to Earth's moon. But for now,
Wow.
Saturn has to both guard the Celestial Mechanics fleet as they refuel in the Oxygen Ocean, and then do not engage Memorial Foundation troops patrolling nearby.
Engage patrolling troops nearby. Got it.
I wonder who that means. No.
Nope.
I do not accept orders. I will keep shooting up. Oh, so this is what I meant by how the gravity gets a little deeper. But first, we've got email. Oh, hey, junk data.
Email.
Who wants to read this one? Anyone can. Or who wants someone specific to read it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I can just do it. Celestial Mechanical's fleet main misfire transmission. Junk data. Error. Oh my god. Sorry for getting back to you so late, but I was in the middle of a meeting. My phone buzzed so much, the director asked me if I needed to take a call. I swear you did this on purpose. I swear you do this on purpose. I don't think you really need feedback on your nudes that quickly, even though, yes, they're really, really important to me, and I can't stop thinking about them or getting any of my work done, and my presentation suffered greatly for my lack of focus. I expect you're prepared for a little payback, and after I sent you my schedule so that this wouldn't happen again, even. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have asked me for my meeting time so that you could send those to me at the worst possible moment, would you? I already know the answer to that, so why don't you tell me this? Why can I never get enough of you? Damn.
One, Koji, yes. First we go a few listener emails. Long-time listener, first-time writer, post mech feed. Okay, so let's go on to comms.
Oh, mech feet, yes, epic. Be careful today.
I'm never careful any day, so...
I'm serious this time. Iapetus is in the field today. I don't know where he's fighting, but you should be careful.
Jeez, you worry too much.
How'd you find a bullet in your back?
Obviously, because you give me so much to worry about.
I mean, are you really worried? His ship self is actually not that scary. Not as scary as mine.
As if that was the thing I was worried about.
What then? Oh, you god, I'm not even thinking about letting our mutual ex touch me.
Oh, yeah, hey, I should probably clarify for people in chat, slight trigger warning for mentions of grooming.
Yeah. A little bit.
I won't even fight him. I'll curve him the second his tides so much as tremble against my plan. Why would you worry? I don't even slightly hate him less than you do.
But there is no possible way you hate him more than I do. Oh no, there is no possible way you hate him more than I do, but that's not the issue. That's never the issue with him. Hating him hasn't made him any easier to deal with.
We were kids, though. We're older and wiser now. Lameo. At least you are, Mercury.
Hardly. Or I wouldn't be telling you. You remember how he just casually lingers fingers a second too long on your shoulder?
In front of everyone? Ugh. Ugh, ugh. It was so gross. It was so gross. And I loved the attention every time. It made me so smug.
I loved it. It was gross. I hate him. Do you love yourself enough to not fall for it again?
I definitely hate him enough to not fall for it. Do you?
No, obviously. I'm still in celestial mechanics, so how do you think I feel?
You're soaring. You've got a stupid idiot who loves you, and you get to do research and never have to deal with him again. And with this ship self, we'll have the future. And no matter what, I'll make sure he won't.
So yeah, Mercury does have a husband. Separate thing.
Oh, he has a husband?
It gets alluded to very, very rarely, but Mercury has a husband.
I thought he just had a boyfriend. That's so
No, I
funny.
think they're specifically married.
That's so funny.
So yeah, no Iapetus in his life. He's got someone
Yeah,
caring.
fuck off.
So, do we want to deep dive and deal with Pluto first, or do we want to deal with Lunacy again first? Anyone have opinions? Up to and including my guest commentators.
I don't know. I mean, whichever, I guess.
Dive deep. Gotcha. In that pussy.
And the pussy.
The oxygen ocean serves as both fuel yard and terraforming engine for the planet Ares, and it's a perfect hiding place for the migrating celestial mechanics fleet. But deep down, something's reaching up for them.
Saturn, what are you doing?
Disabling all comms and the diving supports, and you're still here? I thought I cut this channel too. Well, I should go ahead and shut it.
Don't you dare cut me off.
God, I love these two.
You can listen if you promise not to whine or stop me.
I will do no such thing, and you cannot make a deal with me.
I'm simply stating a fact, not making an argument.
Ugh. Just why, Saturn? Why are you being such an incorrigible, petulant nightmare? After you were probationally forgiven for doing a very good job not getting String of Pearls ruined or captured, and Command even decided to give you the job of sparking the gravity engine that will take our fleet back to the native sphere. I would think you wouldn't be so into pressing your luck recklessly.
But everyone except for you is annoying.
They're annoying because whatever is causing the tidal interference from the bottom of the oxygen ocean is almost certainly that Cradle's Grace's weapon, and they have no reason to believe you're going to be loyal. Every single second of the day, you are horrid and undisciplined, and your brief periods of obedience only seem to exist to throw everyone off later.
I mean...
If you want me to cover for you, you have to play along a little. Why are you like this?
Years of encouragement and grooming followed by abandonment and neglect. You know that. Same as you.
And same for the pilot you're after too? Is that why?
In a different way, but I think so. Enemy or not, I want to talk. I think I'm getting somewhere. I'm not going to get to talk if you all are interfering.
Damn, I can't believe Saturn bought a bumper sticker for her ship self that just says whore in all caps.
Whore.
Or
If you're going to ride my ass, at least pull my hair.
Yeah, that's Saturn.
That's what it says.
That's Saturn.
Yep. What if she doesn't want to just talk?
Ooh.
then you'll really appreciate me cutting the cables before she pulls all of you down there with me.
Why is it so important anyway? You'll really jeopardize the whole operation for that?
What, you don't think I have my own cunning master plan? It's way better than his. Supposedly nothing can stop the Kroon Macula. Is it better to find out if that's true sooner or later?
Fight or talk? Which is it?
How are they any different?
Hey.
Anyways, don't worry when the connections accidentally break.
Johnny?
Coming master plan.
Coming master plan. That is also Saturn, unfortunately.
I'll be fine, promise, and you will be too.
So what do we want?
Hmm.
I think I actually have a preference for once, but I'm gonna wait and see everyone else's. That's not an option, Koji Roll!
Yeah, Koji, you have to pick a real option.
That's just oral sex!
I mean, that might happen either way. I don't know which one that would be, so you're gonna have to be more specific.
It's a lot of There is a lot of... People do be fucking in this game.
People be fucking.
They do the fuck.
So we're gonna share a secret deep down? Well, opening future is closing past.
Here we go. The secret is sex.
The balance shifts because Pluto
Hey,
tugs
coffee.
and Saturn yields. The oxygen ocean is a peaceful place because everything about it destroys everything else.
Johnny, sorry to interrupt. Yes, it is normal to be horny in Big Kill Max. That's what this game is. It's about sexting your rivals.
You can enjoy complete privacy under the curtain of the oxygen steam, drink all the fuel and air you want, and no vessel can survive the temperature and pressure conditions below. You can float as long as you want or until your hull turns brittle and breaks, or your organic components oxidize and explode.
Koji, that's not necessarily wrong.
I mean, why do you think the thing's in their butt?
God damn it.
Lore.
Celestial
Lore.
Mechanics has covered their wayward pilot's machine in temporary armor layers to seal out the unknown interface of gravity and seeping oxygen. The additional temporary armor layers might not be necessary, but they also might be. The Celestial Mechanics fixate. Excuse me. The Celestial Mechanics fleet tenders lower the string of pearls in slowly just to make absolutely sure. It feels
Oh, fleet.
wonderfully cold, like a spare blanket taken from the attic in winter.
Pluto's there, deep, deep down, and when Saturn slips in, she feels the ripples, as if they were on opposite ends of the same perfectly still pool. The feeling's wonderful. Saturn's surprised that's true.
How do you know that? Wait, who is you?
Right.
Sorry. How do I know what? Saturn? Who are you talking to? We're asking for confirmation to lower you.
Yeah, I've been ready. Sorry, I got distracted.
You must be if you're apologizing.
There's someone down there. She's speaking to me. No, she's trying to eat me alive. Or maybe it's really hard to tell the difference. Awesome. It's familiar. I'm so stoked. Take me down.
Yeah, the track Oxygen Ocean does rule coffee.
The ocean boils wherever she touches it, even with the external equipment. There's no way to rely on sight, and the paramagnetic influence is too erratic for sensors to process. She can only feel her way for both of them.
The cable to your left is extremely important. It's the only way we have of communicating and monitoring your situation.
Oh yeah? Uh-huh.
So you'll need to be extremely careful with it. Are you listening?
Yes, but not to you. Shh. There's definitely someone here.
Oops.
Lower me. It's reaching out.
I like the expression Saturn's making.
Saturn feels funny. Something's not quite right. Like something's watching her. It's like someone's watching me. But it's also like someone's watching me. It's also not like someone's watching me.
But it's also...
It's like something's watching her, but something isn't watching her.
It's touching me.
Something is touching Saturn. Its hands see her and they also speak.
It's saying something.
The ocean ripples with boredom.
It's really boring down here.
But what else is Pluto going to do? Some girls get stuck with the worst jobs.
But I've got to do it.
With nothing to do but send insinuations through the narration.
So are you coming or what? I've got her again. Tidal spike detected.
Mass gravity alert.
It's an AT field.
It's big.
Lower me further.
Saturn, we're pulling you out.
Not just yet. Hi, Saturn. Hi, Mercury. Sorry, I'm borrowing her for a little bit.
Saturn's cockpit floods with alarm lights of an imminent high-intensity gravity event, but it's too late. String of Pearls discharges its electromagnetic field and delicately breaks off the winch.
Saturn, what do you...
The String of Pearls calmly slices off the left communication wire and the pulley system. The silence of the oxygen ocean reminds her of a sensory deprivation tank.
What a good girl. I mean, hey, we both can say it.
Hey, don't praise me like that.
I wanted to speak to you again.
Damn it, I cut both wires. Even ship-to-ship comms are down.
Saturn, can you hear me? Would you hear me if I spoke with this ship? It's been such a long time since anyone could hear it. Pluto's tidal reactor pulses slowly. The thrum feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Oh, I get it. You want to talk with gravity? Well, I'm not some miracle child, even though they tried very hard to make me as good as you. Saturn's reactor, an anxious little ball, is getting just so fed up with this. It's frustrating not to be understood. Would you know what that's like?
You don't know how much I know, but I believe in you.
If Saturn moves too much, she might forget what direction up is. The sensory deprivation of the ocean takes everything away, but she has to remember that's not true. I don't believe you, but I'm trying.
Oh, she's trying.
Of course I'm trying.
Come on, where am I?
Ugh, I hate people playing hard to get.
I believe in you, but you have to work for it.
I can't do it. Sorry, but I'm cheating. The String of Pearls electrotoxin shoots through the ocean like a bolt of lightning. It reaches out because it's attracted to you. It seeks the path of least resistance, looking for something that wants to respond. What it really does is run along the boundaries, theoretical and real. There's a place where the boundary between one thing and another is weakest, and it runs along the boundary until it finds it, and then it connects the two.
Why is she doing that? Oh, it's what you're used to. Good at seeing weak spots. I've got a lot. Can you find them? You can do it if you try. Maybe you need a little push.
It's like there's nothing, not a single crack. Don't say you're not perfect.
Don't make me do all the work.
Huh? The pressure is overwhelming, but it's overwhelming for Pluto too. The Crown Macula is like a little star, gushing matter and condensing it into an engine of light over and over. It was modeled... Oh, go ahead.
Okay. It was modeled after a theory of the Big Bang, after all, made in secret on the planet Hades and the boundary between what is human and what is not. It's a fragile boundary. You can touch it, but be careful.
This takes me back. Which is not fucking fair. Are you doing that on purpose? Always taking me to unpleasant places? Pass.
Is it taking you back? Sorry. But we can't help it. It's the first thing beneath our surfaces. It's hard for me, too.
Take Saturn back to her first implant series, when they took the most special children they could find and tried to cheat them into being even more special. Bypass all the work and care that had gone into the third generation pilots and kick them directly into humanity's next stage. Cheating, you should know, felt good. It felt wrong in a good way. It felt good in a way that felt obscene. It felt bad, like she was getting more than she deserved. They chose her, but she felt like she played a trick on them, like she lied and got candy for it. They know there was nothing special about her, and then they gave her the most special thing. They knew how special it was, and how much she didn't earn it. They would have given it to someone else, but they didn't. Even when they threw her away, she never forgot how that felt. Why is it always like this?
Okay, Helmead? But actually, girls just be trauma bonding.
But
Oh.
actually,
Oh, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to come off like an insult. It takes me back to when she was learning how to be a person. In space, they decided they would start over, without assumptions. Humanity would be protected by the most human children they could make. No matter how badly she did, no matter how much she wasn't up to how perfect they wanted, they never gave up on her. That was the worst part. She wished so much they would give up. It was so hard. She just wanted to be the mess she really was, and they wouldn't let her. She knew with her whole heart what she was supposed to be. She had it memorized. She could never make it leave her body, become the thing she did and the person she was. They let her be whatever she wanted, and she wasn't strong and smart and pretty enough to be it. Both of them, remember. Reaching through the wall to the one on the other side, wishing so hard to hold hands, it feels like you really are. Your two pebbles dropped in the pond, but your ripples are touching enough.
No one knows, and even the two of you almost don't. Never say it out loud. Never think it too loud.
It sounds so sad when you put it like that.
Why? Don't show me things that stop making me jealous.
Oh? You got me. You're touching me. I can hear you through the contact link.
You got me that good, and that's what you have to say?
You're the one who got me. You did it. You found me. You're clever. It's amazing.
You don't need to flatter me. I won't feel better.
I am so sorry for sounding sarcastic whenever I say anything like that. I promise that's just how I sound. I'm not.
You better.
I promise.
Why am I so scared and you're so not?
That's just me. Sorry I'm like this.
Well, you can flatter me a little.
You're a little needy, huh?
Didn't you say I just had you?
You do. You can do whatever you want now.
Why did you do this?
You came after me, so it's only fair I came after you.
Don't say it's only fair. Say I'm amazing and important, and you came after me specifically.
Totally not needy, huh?
Give me a better answer. I want to know why it's me.
I don't have one. There are so few of us left, and I've I've got to cling to everyone. But I love that you're scared and you believe anyway. I think you're one of the only people who can make something change. And there's no time left.
Is that a proposal to join your side?
Yeah!
What if I refuse?
Then give a good reason for me to join you.
Ha. You're even more impulsive than me.
You can start to see why I fight, can't you? The way I'm starting to see why you do. Show me something important, and I'll be yours too.
But you're definitely not going to go quietly, are you?
Nope.
And if I let you go, will you promise to not crush yourself and me and literally everything?
This time, you mean?
Yeah.
I think I can do that. Say hi to Mercury for me. I'll see you again soon, baby. Oh no. We've got
no!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Let's see. Prosecution of Dr. Nick's student rating. What is this about? Oh, I think I'm actually going to read this one because I think I know who the actual author is supposed to be. Okay. A character that I'm probably going to end up playing when we come to Lunaterra's route.
Yeah.
Listen, if anyone could play Europa, it's probably me. Annual Academy student rating. I won't rate them. They're still learning. Given this, Halamede is underperforming based on expectations that you set out for her. I told you the projections were completely divorced from reality, repeatedly, for this very reason. The authority she may have wielded on Earth means nothing up here. I should add, because I know you'll forget as early as is convenient, that she's performing very highly compared to her peer group in specific areas you seem to consider so highly. Yes, even compared to your Generation 1 aces. She's the potential to surpass them, so stop asking if she has surpassed the top one yet. I'd prefer to keep those two as separate as possible for interpersonal reasons. Halamede is too competitive and easily impressed to not make me worry about placing her in close contact with the number 1 ace. Your attempts to put those two in the same room have not gone unnoticed by me. Do you just love drama, Iapetus? Or is there something else you believe is more important than the health of our pilots? And the Nick's final resignation by whoever wants to voice Nyx.
Which one is Nyx?
We never see her face, but she is the doctor who works with the Cradle's Graces.
Alright, it's fun. I can probably do it.
Her voice is on the screen a few times, though.
Yeah. In these moments, nothing is more painful than being patronized, but you couldn't even spare me that. I can't understand why you thought me to be that naive, though. I really did know. They thought a world where the children were together and free and could write their own future sounded wonderful. We didn't even get close for them to understand that's not what they wanted. I knew it from the start. I regret only that I didn't get further before they noticed. You are asking for my resignation, but there's nowhere else for me to go. And there's nowhere else for those children to go either. I won't let you have them, and I won't let you crush them back to their earthly shapes. What you are asking instead is for me to declare war, so I will do so. And we will see if Earth's tides are truly powerful enough to crush the new humanity you have rejected. Which one is next? Hey, shut up!
It's really good, though.
I just saw that.
That's why
Hey,
I was...
shut up!
Yeah, hey, Lunatic, quick question.
What?
If I put you in a room with 3 doctors, would you be able to tell me which one of them is Nyx?
Do they have name tags? Because if so, then yes.
Hey, who wants to edit a chat log between Lunaterra and Pluto?
God.
The captain told me to thank you for the data stream.
You're very welcome. Do you have any results for me?
Yes, I'll encrypt them.
Thank you, thank you. You're the best.
I guess there's no point in asking what you want them for.
Mm,
How afraid should I be?
I'm just trying to fulfill our mission, Mercury. You know that.
I'm going to tell him you're as inscrutable and petulant as ever.
Aw, please. I don't want your hubby to hate me. Why do you always call Ganymede the captain anyway? Lol.
Because some of us have a sense of discretion.
Aw, Captain's pet is so well behaved.
You're one to talk, Saturn. You're going to end up at the pound one of these days if you go through any more superior officers.
Yeah, I'm with you on this. It's cause Mercury thinks it's hot to call him captain.
Yeah, it is.
It kinda is.
He thinks it's sexy.
No, it's cute. You both tidily lock that quick.
Is that what they
Tidily.
call it?
You're making all the lesbians jealous.
Then act like it, Saturn.
See, dudes can U-Haul too.
And I will not apologize for locking it down. I've had my fill of being a pet.
I don't
Oh,
really
God.
want to be a pet either.
Maybe you are learning to love yourself.
What I'd like is to be a toy.
That's even worse.
No, it's better. Plastic and metal can be molded into any kind of shape. You can smooth over and change whatever you want. You only have to accept the interference you're designed for.
The toy never gets to do anything. It just sits there looking pretty.
Mercury, what do you think I want? Don't you love how our ship selves evoke so much? Just by being plastic in the silhouette of a human. These beam weapons are my fingertips. This chassis is my tits. But they're also beam weapons and impenetrable chassis. They can shred the plastic all they want, but they can't touch me.
Plastic can't get hurt. But you still can be, don't forget.
People fawn over objects, they worship them. I want to be the product they obsess over.
I thought you were tired of getting thrown away.
I'm not for individual retail sale. Look, don't touch. One of a kind, not sold in stores.
Okay, goodbye.
Just not
Rude.
putting up with this bullshit.
I'm done with this.
Rude.
And
This
our
is
last...
stupid.
This really is what it's like interacting with us, huh, Nate?
Yeah. God. Luna tea time.
400
Millimeter? Megameter.
Mega meter.
400 man-to-man alliance kiss. Hey,
Multi-level marketing.
400 man crush Monday kiss.
Man Crush Monday.
Lunacy. Yeah, what is lunacy? Anyway, as I was about to say, Memorial Foundation deploys a certain sniper to stop escape and resupply routes to the resting Celestial Mechanics fleet. All Saturn needs to do is stay out of trouble. But what's the chance of that?
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
No, go ahead, take your time. We're not dying yet or anything.
You know, fighting officially on Ares is a lot less fun than I was promised it would be.
Okay, wait, hold up. I want to call attention to Lunaterra Seat Bathwater. When AV and me, Max, when AV and Max were first talking about merch for Heaven Will Be Mine, they very specifically made a joke about Mech Pilot Bathwater. Because that was in vogue at the time. So yes, Lunaterra Steep Bathwater is a thing. Sort of.
Sort of.
Anyway, sorry.
It's real work, Saturn. I thought that's what all that getting back on our good side was all about.
They shouldn't have done such a good job of hiding in the oxygen ocean then. You could maybe stage an attack from the Olympus ruins, but not even Cradle's Graces is precious enough to defend them.
Memorial Foundation is there enough to watch over it. Is thorough enough to watch over it.
Of course, only they would be that annoying.
There's recent activity there, and they want an investigation.
They're just being paranoid. That's a stupid plan. And they're only sending someone there to waste their time chancing we're dumb. Or baiting us.
Would they really send their ace if that was the case?
To be fair, their ace is all about baiting.
Wait, that old Memorial Foundation warhorse, you mean? Why didn't you tell me the most important part first? Coordinates, now please.
Saturn, I really hope you are not actually...
Yeah, I'm feeling like, Command is right, actually. That area needs some really thorough investigation, just to be sure.
What's with the sudden enthusiasm? It's really not. No, wait, it's exactly like you. When you said you fought off the Mare Crisium pilot, what were you actually doing?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mercury. I was so dutiful and brought this back in one piece, so that means I won, so don't worry about it.
Why are you like this?
So, do we want to see Saturn get no-scoped by Lunaterra, or Lunaterra get a point-blank encounter?
Oh my god. No scope is very funny.
It's very good. Thank you, Navy, for that.
Uh-oh.
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 Oh.
I'm
gonna get your fucking ass.
Oh no. Don't own me.
Let me just
I'm gonna own you.
LT2.
Don't own me.
Oh, wait, fuck, what was that? What did we do last time? Was it Celestial Mechanics or Cradle's Great? It was Celestial Mechanics, right? Because... So this time would be, MF.
Fuck you,
MF?
Johnny.
Lunaterra is an ace, Johnny.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah, she's asexual.
She's the ace.
I'm gonna get booed up, it's called.
Oh, I was just gonna ignore you. Yeah, Lunaterra has so much sex, John.
Lunaterra
You don't
is
even
such
know.
a sexual woman. She is a sexual woman, yes.
It's true.
Asexual, yes.
I'm gonna no-scope you.
Alright, let's... never forgotten. Every story
Motherfucker.
told. Please, my wife.
The balance shift because Lunaterra could hold still and Saturn couldn't.
I will give Johnny credit. We haven't actually gotten to any of the
Just you fucking
scenes
wait,
yet.
Jonathan.
There's a lot of them.
Johnny, you correct for gravity. It's unsettlingly weak. Correct for the cold blue starry daylight of the fragile Ares atmosphere. Sniping from the remains of the Capitol spire is like being just an eye and a trigger finger. A thrilling place for Lunaterra to fight. Correct for wind, it's skittish and powerless. Correct for gravity, there's still too much of it. Correct for the nuisances of this infant planet that will never be.
Damn.
Skirting along the abandoned roads of the city that never was is like being an exposed nerve, a thrilling place for Saturn to fight. I see you.
Pew!
Lunaterra squeezes the trigger for the 17th time. The cover couldn't protect String of Pearls from Lunaterra's eyes, and it sure can't protect from her trigger finger. Engage reactor. Initiate inertial control. This is fucking, Johnny.
Johnny, the entire game is about how all of this stuff, the fighting, the arguing, is all
This is
intimate.
Fucking. The slug whips right by Saturn, and then 7 times dodged. The 4 shrinking holes in her chassis, marching closer to the string of Pearl's heart, mark what happens when she doesn't. Getting shot still sucks. Saturn isn't used to it.
Johnny's just mad that there isn't a dude jerking it to weird anime figures after playing Assassin.
Well, there might be. Just wait.
I can't wait to see Travis touchdown ship's elf.
That one was so close. That was really, really, really close. Tell me I'm getting better, right? No way, it's just luck?
You've gone from getting hit all the time to getting hit half of the time. That's better. But what you want is to be hit none of the time.
You don't know what I want.
I do know what you want.
Don't tell me what I want. Maybe I love being shot.
You wouldn't be the first.
Wow, weird. You must fight some really problematic people.
Call out.
Some pilots find interesting ways to pass the time.
I kinda get the appeal. What else is there to do? If you didn't love getting shot so much, you wouldn't run around space shooting each other.
If that's true, why did you come here to fight? I'm gonna ban Johnny.
If that's true, why did you come here? There's nothing left to fight over on Ares for anyone. Give me one thing to do more fun than look demure and get shot at.
Someone has to do the shooting.
That tells me what position you favor, but it doesn't answer my question.
Taking evasive maneuvers.
If I dodge the next one, answer my question.
I won't answer the first one, but I'll answer a different one. If you dodge.
Saturn gets so quiet. She gets so still. Yet her heart is thumping. Her reactor is thrumming with resonance. It's obvious Lunaterra is sniping her from the tower, the city's last and tallest building. But now, suddenly, she isn't so sure. She isn't sure if she knows where Lunaterra is, or if she knows anything about her at all. What did her face look like again?
Hit.
It's not that Saturn wasn't on the ready. She's baiting. She knows exactly what she's doing. Lunaterra just guessed for the 1/2 second where Saturn wasn't ready and slipped her solid light bullet in that space. The shot lands right in her throat. For a moment, Saturn's just, I'm dead. But she's not. Then she hurts so bad she wants to die. But she's just mistaking the very different things the string of pearls feels instead of that.
Owned.
Hey, why do we keep giving Otter specifically only roles that require her making those kind of sounds?
Because she's good at it.
It's not really pain, but it's a feeling so overwhelming it shuts Saturn down like pain would. It's fascinating, full of information. Lunaterra, you're not doing a very good job of convincing me to not try and get shot.
I've heard that before, too.
You sure are having fun.
What makes you think that?
Want to know how I know? When correcting for gravity, the impression you leave in space feels a little for a second like... Well, someone might say it's like an eye roll, but I think it's kind of like a giggle too.
Maybe that counts as a hit. You don't win cat and mouse games by batting every time a head pokes out. Except somehow you do. You're good at making people not follow their own better instincts. You shouldn't be getting me to teach you to fight fair. You do much better like this.
Aw, thank you. I don't fight fair because I have absolutely no idea how to fight. But this is why I hate you, Lunatera. You just don't get hit. I want to beat you at something you're good at. You're really tough, not your sniping, which can't stop me at all, but how you're totally impenetrable. You're doing something tricky. What are you doing?
It's still my question. My hair. That's the rules. Why are you here?
Firstly, because I refuse to ever be bored, just like you. Secondly, wiping that smug expression off your face is my deepest desire. So teach me how to weave through your fire and sink my claws in you.
What's the third reason?
Not telling. I already gave you one for free.
Nice dodge.
My question then.
Dodge a real one first. Lunatera fires, and Saturn leaps forward directly into it. The bullet misses. Her tail sparks, and she thrusts through the atmosphere.
How's that?
Good work. But you have to keep it up. Lunatera lands a bullet straight through her legs, and Saturn crumples. But the moment her limbs heal, Saturn leaps again. She's ready for the next bullet, but not the one behind it. But that one's a clean shot, right through her, no stopping power at all, and she leaps through again and is gone in the rubble before Lunatera can land another shot. Owned. Is that more dodges or more hits?
Counterpoint. Here's my opinion on getting shot so far. It fills my brain with overwhelming information and barely stops me from doing anything at all because I'm in control of an impossible space war machine. So you can actually say, you've really hit me? Flawed argument. Really disappointing, and I was expecting a lot better.
I have to adjust that chat box later.
Am I losing? Can I ever lose, no matter how much you shoot me? I don't think so. I don't actually think so. This machine is never going to lose. You can pin me down, you might be so much better than me I couldn't beat you in a million years, but I will keep trying and beat you with dumb luck.
Maybe that is true.
You never hit me. Why are you here?
Did you know that there's a theory that ship selves can't actually be destroyed?
Wait a second, sorry.
Have you heard of Pissman's mustard theory?
Have you heard of Pissman's mustard?
Have you heard of Pissman's mustard?
Pissman's mustard, huh?
Sorry, I gotta do one more adjustment to it. That's a little too short. So we'll do 700. There we go. Okay. Anyway.
You can break it. You can break as much of them as you want, but the gravity engine will always pull it back into shape. As long as you're sufficiently tenacious, you can survive anything, and try again until you get it right.
So you do get what this machine is for. My least favorite person in the world came up with that theory, and this is the ship self to test it, so naturally I know all about it. But it's true that no one has died. That's why they get to say that there's still no war in space. Dodging my question, right?
But in practice, wrecking a ship self until both the pilot and the ship give up is indistinguishable. Because you can become so broken, continuing is impossible. Even if they can't kill you, you can be changed.
You think you can do that to me? Or is that what you want to have happen to you?
I have, to people who have much more fun with this than you do.
Ha! This don't call it a war is nothing but play fighting. All it takes is someone not playing along to ruin it all. A solid light slug passes so close to Saturn's head, the head shars her face black. But it's not a hit. She incremented to the left 0.05 seconds before impact.
Like a Looney Tunes character smoking a cigar that blows up.
It just blew up in your face, basically.
That's a good shot,
Oh,
Scotty.
you are getting better.
It's definitely my question now.
I'm still answering. That theory has not been disproven. It's more than likely true. But this is something you should know first. Your body can't be killed or destroyed, but it can be changed. When you are hit, truly hit, you're bent into a different kind of shape, and through that you can change. I think you should ask yourself if you're ready for that before you say you want to play with me for real.
Eat shit.
Bitch, you horny little piglet.
Speaking from experience about that always bleeding wound on your ship self,
It's not a bad thing, always a bad thing to change. Last one. If you can't dodge this, I don't think you're ready. Once again, Saturn feels Lunaterra slipping away. She's not here. She's not anywhere. She never was. Once again, it's my...
hit. Electricity explodes from the target point and connects back to the origin. It starts from where Lunaterra is, and when it connects back to Saturn fast as light, the course correction defines the pathway retroactively.
Wow. Huh. Oh, I'm an idiot. This is great.
You're not supposed to be ecstatic about someone getting the best of you. That's my move.
Sorry. But I was condescending before. Next time we fight, it'll be for real.
What if I don't want to fight?
And that'll be for real then, too. September 12th, 1963. That's when the first and last artificial colony of the native sphere was completed, in a tranquil bowl of stable gravity at Lagrange Point 5. As the front line against existential threats, a training facility for a generation of humans adapted to fight in space. As the colony environment with the life, gravity, and culture necessary for human beings to live, thrive, die, and be born. With the hope that peace on Earth would reign if we won this war in heaven. Without pressure, water boils off our tongues and we dissolve into component parts. Without culture, we forget the shapes we're supposed to have and turn inside out into something else. Out of necessity, we created a pressurized environment, exerting enough gravitational pressure to maintain cohesion, all senses, in space, as ship self to ferry us through the world. They function only in places where the gravity of humans is too light to sustain existence. It was doomed from the start. Of course they were jealous of the humans the Earth no longer wanted, flying on zero-G wings. Dr. Nix, Executive Director, Memorial Foundation, Existential Expansion.
So this is where we kind of get the slight realization that all of the factions were originally part of the Memorial Foundation. Native Sphere Existential Safety became the Memorial Foundation as we know it. Existential Expansion became Cradle's Graces, and maybe it was Existential Research or something became Celestial Mechanics. July 29th, 1958. That's when the Memorial Foundation International Executive Committee was granted international authority in the spirit of unified human peace, and the verified presence of an existential threat outside of our solar system to establish a cultural, military, and scientific response to existential threats. No longer confined to Earth, a growing native sphere where our gravity reigns forever. Safety, research, expansion. The 3 pillars of Memorial Foundation's space branch will protect Earth from without as it has from within. Free from the old world's gravity, it would be possible to advance science, art, and culture without constraint and join hands. All of Earth finally unified. For Memorial Foundation, protecting humans from other humans through peace on Earth and protecting humans from everything else through war in heaven would fulfill both of our agendas simultaneously. We really foolishly decided we could do better. There are 2 errors to our approach. The first is that to do better in heaven is meaningless if it cannot be exported to Earth. The space program was never rejected by the surface. It simply didn't have enough relevance to sustain interest. The second error is the intrinsic error of Memorial Foundation. The existential threat is intrinsic to humanity. You can fight it, but you can't cut it out. The designation of alien is required by humans. We cannot trick an existential threat into a convenient manifestation. As it's always been, only humans can fulfill the criteria to be alien. Europa, Chief Officer, Memorial Foundation is Existential Safety. Blah. Ugh. And then there's this dickhead.
January 2nd, 1980.
Number 1.
The Rogan.
That's when they blew up. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That's when they blew up the Lagrange colony. It was a real shame. It was green, wet, and very peaceful place. And now it's a very cold, green, wet, and very unsettling place. It's where we did a lot of legitimately incredible things, like create sustainable tidal reactors, new culture, experiment with human bodies and human development, manufacture self-sufficient alter egos for space exploration, and did everything other than successfully combat the unknowable existential threat. Earth and the Memorial Foundation Surface considers that a failure, but in truth, they're just not trying hard enough. Through gravity, humans decide what is real and what is not. Humans cannot make whatever they imagine come true. Through imagining, humans chart out what is true. They invent, with human effort, what exists. If an existential threat doesn't exist, we just have to make one. But of course, it doesn't work like that. Nothing could be more difficult than creating something alien. Our only reference points are human, so the idea of something alien is unimaginable because we cannot imagine outside of those terms. There's a certain degree of misunderstanding needed for humans to successfully classify something as alien. But before they blew it up, we got very close. Iapetus, Executive Director, Memorial Foundation, Existential Research.
Interesting that 2 of these are characters I'm going to be voicing. Well, oh, sorry. Let's look at your root core reformatting.
67% complete.
Oh, let's put on a flight path. That's the sex number, right? 67?
67, that's the sex number.
Yeah.
So speaking of the Lagrange colony, well... Oh, error block from ships. We gotta there's viruses.
Oh no!
I think those...
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Alright.
You know, get the tidal reactor, and, don't let Kratos Graces steal the entire colony.
That might be bad. Yeah, don't fuck that up, by the way.
Accept orders.
Well,
Accepted!
Yay!
Yay! I'm so
So,
smart.
wow, we're doing very good with this. Wait, did I record what our one for last time was? Yes, okay. We got CM, CG, CM, MF, because we a motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Look how
Can't sleep
even we
unless I
are.
hold a motherfucker.
Uh-oh. Well, there is an ending for that also.
Well, I haven't actually got it.
If we accidentally get that. I've never gotten it.
It's one of the only 2 achievements I don't got. That and the I've never betrayed anyone in my entire life achievement.
Oh, that one's pretty easy.
Yeah, I just haven't got bothered because I did Lunatara. Anyway, we'll be doing this again on, I guess, Monday. Otter, you mentioned that you want this to be a Monday thing in particular.
I think that would be good. That's when I'm usually consistently available.
Nice. So we'll have Heaven
Yeah,
Will Be
that's fine.
Mondays.
Monday.
Heaven
will be Monday.
Heaven Will Be
Heaven
Monday.
will be Monday.
Woo! I'm also going to be streaming in general with a less of a set schedule. I know me and Nate are going to be doing Silent Hill 3 with hard difficulty puzzles. I'm looking so forward to it.
Oh, man.
And there was a recent poll on my Twitter, at Ill_Omens, for what other game I should be streaming, with Fatal Frame having one. Gorefelt. Loved it, Gorefelt. With Fatal Frame having one, so I'm also going to have to grab Fatal Frame. Who knows who my guest will be for Fatal Frame? Nevertheless, thank you everyone for joining. I hope you had a blast, because God knows Oh, okay. My brain was like, no UTA. Oh, no. Like, Saya no Uda. Yeah, so everyone play Saya no Uda and tell us your thoughts.
Played so I don't have to.
Okay.
So everyone be the nostalgia critic. Remember it so she doesn't have to. But yeah, no, this was a blast. I don't feel like rating anyone right now because I have to prepare for hosting the Chucky movies.
It's chunky time. We gotta
It's
go.
Chucky time.
Chucky
Anyway,
time.
join us again Monday. I'll tweet whenever I do whatever other game later this week. And yeah, anything y'all want to sign off with? Any notes you two have?
Appreciate being here. Bye, everyone. Thanks for
Bye.
watching.